Okay, well, first on our list of things that we want to discuss with Dr. Maluleke is brain rot. So, doctor, please tell me, is brain rot actually real or is it a myth?
Okay, it's not literal decay as such. Okay, so there's no brain that is like decaying as such, but it's described how much too much low quality content harms the way our brain functions, the way we think. Yeah, it's like junk food for the brain.
How so? What exactly is it doing to the brain?
What happens is you start thinking in a way that is not conducive, and also you start getting like depression, like anxiety, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder like syndromes, and some people can even get dizziness and pain. Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean that too much screen time can be a bad thing or is a bad thing?
Yes, too much screen time is a bad thing, and it's not only about the amount of too much screen time, but the quality of the content. Okay. And if we are looking at how the CDC defined how much is too much time, we are saying for teenagers on average they are spending more than 4 hours
like a day.
On a day, doom scrolling or being online. And for adults we are saying more than 6 hours. And remember, we said it's also about content quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of content quality, would you say that if a person or a teenager in this context had better quality of content, then those hours would be fine, the 4 hours of consumption, or is it still bad?
Let's say maybe they were engaged in something creativity wise, online creativity, then that's good for them. And maybe it's a family thing that they're involved with, family connections, then that's good for them. We are talking about doom scrolling being bad for you. We are talking about looking at negative content being bad for you. Yeah.
So, but negative content still exists, and to an extent, I guess it is enjoyable. So, would you say that developing like screen habits, like healthy screen habits, would be the call, or what do you think of that?
Yeah, curating, the internet should be the same, along the same ways as your diet of the food you eat. That you need a balanced diet. You need good things. You need, sometimes you can indulge in not so good things, but not in excessive quantities. That's what we're talking about. So we're talking about the quality as well as the quantity of time that people spend online.
Okay. So those two things in parallel, one does not matter more than the other in terms of content and time.
It's more of the content quality. When content quality is bad, then it's like when you have one bag of crisps, as compared to having 4 or 5, binging on 4 or 5. So when you binge on bad quantity online content, that's what we are talking about. As causing brain rot.
Start this, I'll look at the camera and ask.
Yeah.
So exploring brain rot a bit more. All these hours that we spend on the phone scrolling and looking at content is not good at us. What are we missing by giving those hours to something else? Okay,
the people now, you're missing the real human interactions. You're missing on physical activity. You could be running up and down with your mates. You're missing out on creativity. Phones replace, but they don't replicate these complex inputs that your brain needs to mature properly. So for your brain, you need to, even for the way you feel emotionally, when you engage in something like you go outside and you are chasing after each other like kids, or you go and do some sporting activity, we know that there are some brain chemicals that are released, the endorphins that make you feel happier, and
okay.
things like that. So you miss out on all those things. And physical activity is not only good for your mind, it's also good overall on your health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but, you know, living in the time period that we do, a lot of like our information, a lot of stuff that we have access to is online. So what if someone were to build a healthy digital diet? What can, like, you know, what can they do online to make it so that what they consume is like good information and safe? And what can families and individuals do to stay safe online?
Okay, so this is a good question, and people can make screen plans. You can mix online with offline hobbies, and you can avoid screens before you sleep. Yeah. Some people sleep on their phones or on their TVs and things like that. That's not good for you. And focus on purposeful content. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would help if they kind of give meaning to their internet exploring instead of just mindlessly kind of consuming whatever they find.
Exactly. And
Okay.
also make sure that there's a balance between being online and being offline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Maluleke, any final thoughts on brain rot before we move on?
Yeah, brain rot isn't literally the brain rotting, okay? But overconsumption of junk content can harm us. Protect your brain by balancing screen time with real life experiences.
Okay.
Yeah, and whenever you are online, you also need to curate a proper balance, a balanced diet of, you know, good online experiences and a little bit of the junk.
Okay.
You know?
A little bit, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Just like
in
everything
moderation
else.
as
Yeah.
everything in good health. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.